The following show is a paid program.
Family, what's going on? Let me tell you something. Guess who's in the building with me on today? It is Christopher Kid Reid. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
What's up, Cam?
Oh, man, I'm telling you, everybody has been calling me, saying, is he going to be in? Yes, he's going to be here.
Is here.
Exactly. You here.
Yeah, love H-Town.
Oh, man, from the Bronx, New York.
That's right.
Let's talk about it. First of all, how did you get into the business?
Wow. Back in the days, we were born and raised in Bronx, and ended up moving to Queens, where Play and I grew up together.
Yeah.
And he and I were friends from back in the days.
Right.
And we were initially, I think we were in two different groups.
Yeah.
But those groups kind of disintegrated, and he and I was always hanging out anyway every day.
Yeah.
So we were just like, well, why don't we do something together?
Absolutely.
Play's name was originally Playboy.
Christopher Martin, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out. His name was Playboy.
Yeah.
And my original name was Kid Cool Out.
Okay.
But just moving forward, we was like, all right, well, let's try to do something different. So Kid Cool Out and Playboy became Kid and Play.
Man.
So it kind of fit our personalities. We were always kind of laughing and joking and trying to have fun and whatnot. And it stuck. And, now I'm in my 50s, still being called Kid. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's
Imagine
right.
that. You know what I'm saying?
House Party was such a big, huge
that was House Party was a game changer.
That was a game changer.
As they say. Yeah, and this being the 30th year anniversary of House Party, which is amazing to us. We never thought in our wildest dreams that the movie would be as popular or more popular than it's ever been. But we're very grateful. And it's kind of weird in times like these, during the pandemic, movies like House Party are more popular than ever because people, they want to kind of go back to that fun time. Remember when we used to kick it? Remember when we used to have house parties?
Exactly.
Remember, so people tend to kind of go back to that music that makes them feel comfortable and the movies.
Remember when we used to be able to dance?
Yeah, exactly. Hello, right? You can't get that close right now. You know what I mean? That type of dance we was doing.
Okay.
But yeah, just that vibe, just people having fun, and I think that's what a lot of people miss most about going through the pandemic is that we can't be together like we
social
like we were.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I hope once we get through this that we can get back to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, just in general. I'm a huggy type guy. I'm one of them dudes like like a 5-minute handshake.
Yeah. You know how we do. You know how we do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Then we have reunions, you know.
Yeah, one of them fraternity handshakes, pop locking and all that. So I hope we can get back to that.
Another thing too, we can't have a reunion. Black folks without a family reunion. Oh man.
Well, they're doing it now on
the virtual
on computer, right? Yeah, they call it resumion. Resumion, all right?
You can't have your funerals, the 5-hour funerals, you can't have them no more. You have 30 minutes.
What? And I'll say this changing the topic slightly. In a weird way, my father passed away last year, in 2019. And, in a weird way, I mean, he was 91, so he was, he had a long, beautiful life.
Yeah.
And in a weird way, I was just like, you know what? I'm glad he's not around for this. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because, we sent him off right.
Yeah.
The way he wanted, the way he specifically, and all relatives and things.
Right.
And we were all kind of there to celebrate his life.
And support each other.
We wouldn't be able to do that now.
And that's what's missing right now.
And that's what that pains me that families
people have to go through
that. Yeah, man, you can't even.
And they can't even go to the hospital. Even if you go into the hospital, nobody can go with you.
Stop it. That's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to die alone.
No. That's
you know
it.
What I'm saying?
Separation.
Ooh,
That's it.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Wow. But let's go back to House Party real quick. Let's see a video real quick of you guys doing the dance.
What?
Well, we're going to wait on the video, okay? All righty, okay. Let's talk about the business of comedy, though. You're here for a comedy show. It's going to be at Phil and Derek's. It's going to be September the 18th through the 20th.
That's right.
And it's called Speakeasy Lounge over at Phil and Derek's, if you see the lounge side.
Right. Yeah, we actually, I think we went there yesterday. We had a little something to eat on that side. And then
very nice.
The club is on, I guess
absolutely.
It's right next door or whatever, right, to connect it. This is actually, I've been doing stand-up for 20 years now. You know what I mean? A good friend of mine, actually a comedian from right here in Houston, Billy D. Washington, is going to be on the show. Show's with us this weekend. And he called me a couple weeks ago and asked me if I wanted to do the show. And actually, I hadn't done any stand-up, since the pandemic. I've been on lockdown in Los Angeles. Yeah. So this is like and I thought to myself, I was like, well, I as cautious as you try to be, I still have to try to find a way to kind of get back to some sense of normalcy. Right. So, Billy's a good friend, and he told me, hey, man, you're going to love the club. There's really good people. They got it set up.
Social distance.
So everything is set up, according to, requirements. And so I said, you know what, let's go for it. I mean, Houston's always been one of my favorite cities to go to. I got a lot of great friends here. And so that's what we're going to do. So we got 3 shows Friday, 3 shows Saturday, and then on Sunday, we're going to, in honor of the 30th anniversary of House Party, we're going to be out on the patio, drinking and smoking cigars, and we're going to watch House Party outside. Good. So, just to kind of make it a kind of house party weekend and, just try to have some fun with the good folks of Houston.
Yeah, there you go. Let's talk about that house party. So,
man, I get tired just looking at it now. Like, who's that? Who's that young fella?
30 years ago.
Ooh, Lord. No,
y'all had so many people that were on there that made it now. Tamisha, all of them.
Yeah, it was, literally, it's like an all-star team. You're talking about, obviously, talking about Kid and Play. You're talking about Robin Harris. You're talking about Full Force. You're talking about Tisha Campbell. You're talking about A.J. Johnson. Talking about Martin Lawrence, you're talking about John Witherspoon was the neighbor next door, Public Enema, all that stuff. So and we had fun every day. Like it was for a lot of us, it was our first movie. Yes, and we just had a blast. Wow. And as I was saying earlier, it's just amazing to all of us that the movies had so much staying power over the years, and it's a blessing. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
30 years later, gosh. You ain't changed. What you doing?
I don't know. You know what?
What you been drinking? Just water, just straight water every day.
No, please. I wish. No, in my family, we have an expression they call even the half black don't crack. Why?
I love that one.
No, but probably good genes more than anything else. But we all still have all the actors and stuff. We still have great relationships with each other when we get an opportunity to see each other. Hopefully we will soon. But we all stay in touch. And this year being the 30th anniversary, it's been really like a revelation. And there's been a lot of renewed interest in the film. Yes. They're always showing it. Like, I mean, BET, they'll show House Party 1, 2, 3, back to back to back.
They'll show it every day.
and that's because people still enjoy it and love it. And,
they really do.
And that's
and then you have the younger people that were not there that really love it.
Yeah, but because that, and I was talking earlier to a friend of mine, that's because the OGs are passing it down to them. Yes. You know what I mean? The mothers and fathers passing it down to their kids, the older brothers to the younger brothers and sisters saying, get up on this. And the kids are like, whoa,
like y'all really could dance.
Yeah, y'all could dance. Look at the clothes, look at the colors, look at the hairstyles, look at ain't nobody getting shot and killed. Right. Everybody having fun and it was a happy ending. And okay, I didn't get to have no sex. I know I left the condom in there too long. I understand that, but sometimes you don't. You know what I'm saying? If you don't play it right, you ain't gonna get nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's those themes are timeless, right? And I think that's why the movies remain so popular. So it's great.
And I love that part about it. The whole thing about the haircut, the high top fade. You had people walking around that could barely walk their head. The higher it is.
I know. What was I thinking? I mean, it was. I just remember back then when we were growing up in New York. we just had this desire to like be unique.
Yes.
We didn't want to look like anybody else. We didn't want to dress like anybody else. We didn't want to sound like anybody else. You know, a lot of cats that come up today, their intention is, yo, I want you dress like this and do like this and talk like me. And we were different. We were like, don't do this.
Exactly.
Like we thought we were the cool kids. So, but when you do that, people have a tendency, then they really want to do it.
Right.
They're like, oh, I want to, you know. So the hair was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Our dancing was very popular.
Clothing.
The clothing was great. You know, Play was usually like in charge of that. He has a great like artistic eye and creative sense. So you know, I trusted him, you know, to put us in the flyer stuff, which he always did. He designed all our album covers and all this and that. So you know, we definitely had a hand in our art and helping create our art. And you know, I mean, as with House Party, I mean, you know, people still, you know, before the pandemic, obviously, but we were still touring very, very regularly, and people, you know, love to hear the OG songs and whatnot. So.
Man, they love you guys. And the interesting part of it is that you're Christopher Reid, and he's Christopher Martin.
Both,
How did that happen?
Right? We was the original Criss Cross.
Yeah,
okay?
you're right. You really are the Criss Cross.
But yeah, we both named Chris, and I guess that's why I don't know, and I guess to differentiate us, that's why the nicknames kind of
Kid
stuck.
and Play,
Kid and Play, yeah. I mean, and you know, people still call him Play. They call me Kid, and you know, that's what
and
it is.
Say,
That's what it is.
You in the 50s a kid.
Yeah, imagine that. You know, and also too, it was just like I said, we kind of had our own. We had our own style, like before the movie. So people were like, well, you got the movie. Is that, you know, that's when you did the hair, or you know, they told you how to do it like that? And I was like, nah. I said, I think that's how we got the job.
Exactly.
Like, you know, we walked in the door like that.
Right.
We was ready made.
Yeah.
And you know, the director, Reggie Hudlin, the writer-director, you know, had an interest in us.
Yeah.
Originally, he used to step to us. He wanted to shoot like our music videos.
Right.
And it never quite worked out on that tip, but then he approached us with the original script for House Party. I read the script, and I thought it was great, and I thought it was something that we could work with together to bring it to life. And that's what happened. You know, it was Reggie's first film as well.
Wow.
So we were all kind of new jacks, and we trusted each other. You know, if Reggie really wanted something, you know, that he wanted done a certain way, you know, we would listen to him. But by the same token, he also said, look, he says, I'm not as well versed in hip hop as you guys are, and you know your audience. He says, if there's a better way to say what I've written, you know, you're saying the same thing, but you're saying it in a way that your audience will understand it. He said, go ahead.
Wow,
he said he gave us free reign with that.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was, you know, you have to be not. I've worked with many directors. Not all directors are as selfless as that. Some directors, particularly writer-directors. Some writer-directors, they don't want you to change one word. Like, I was like, yo, well, how about I just say, and they're like, I'm like, stop it. You know, Reggie was not like that. Spike Lee is not like that. You know, they let you express yourself. Like, look, this is what we're trying to get across in this scene. And like he said, if you want to say it a certain way, but we still end up at the right destination.
Right.
He said, go ahead.
Well, we got a lot of local artists as well as actors here and actresses, and they always ask the question about, by them being local, how do they become mainstream? What do they need to do other than just casting calls, you know, things like that, working on their craft, things like that? What would you suggest?
Well, you know what? I think things have changed over the years.
Yes.
You know, back in the days, a lot of times the advice would be, you know, get to New York, or get to Los Angeles.
Yes.
You know, move there, this and that, or come during, you know, pilot season, or when they're particularly casting for a lot of different things. And I'm sure to this day there's still a certain portion of that that is true.
Yes.
But what I'm finding out, particularly in cities like Houston, a lot of times people are creating their own content.
Good.
You know, they're not going on castings for other people's stuff. They're creating their own stuff,
Right.
And they're getting homegrown talent,
Yes.
and creating their own vehicles, television shows, short films. And I think that's a better way to go.
Right.
You know, if people can kind of consolidate and get like a crew together, a creative kind of crew, so that you can create, you know, your own art, and so that you're not doing somebody else's story. You're creating your own stories. You know, my comedian friend Billy D. Washington, he does that all the time. Like he got you know, I think he got tired of you know, kind of not being able to do his own thing. So he said, you know what, these are the stories that I want to hear. These are stories that me and my friends want to hear and that aren't being told. So I think a lot of it, to me today, I would urge young people to, look to creating your own vehicles. And you can do both. You can still, time to time. I don't think you got to move to Cali or anything like that anymore. But there's certain times that you can go there for a week or two when you know that there's certain things going on. But at the same time, look to create your own vehicles.
What would you like to leave with the viewers, my friend? What would you like to leave with the viewers? Talk to the viewers.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to thank you very much for having me on. Like I said, this is my first time, traveling out the house for a minute. I'm excited about the shows this weekend. I urge everybody to come out. Like I said, Houston's one of my favorite cities. I got some lovely, great friends here. So I'm very, very excited to be here. Come check us out this week, man.
Yeah, September the 18th through the 20th. Speak Easy Comedy Lounge at Phil and Derek.
Phil and Derek's. And the lemon pepper wings are the bomb.
We'll see you. We'll be right back. Bye.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection. Only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, thanks so much, family. You just saw Christopher Kid Reid. Remember, he will be at Speak Easy Comedy Lounge, which is really Phil and Derek's. It's on the lounge side, September the 18th through the 20th. It's be this weekend, starting tonight and Saturday and Sunday. So just want to touch base with you and let you know that. Hey, we have on today Cupid and Tamisha Horton. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Doing great. So we have Tamisha Horton. She's CEO of ZBT Awards, Zydeco Blues and Trail Riders. I've heard so much about it. And trust me, Cupid, everybody knows him with this shuffle.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
Had me out there trying to practice last night. I'm trying to practice this little shuffle. Do whatever I got to do. Let's jump right in and talk to both of you. Tamisha, starting with you. How did Zydeco Blues and Trail Riders start? ZBT Awards.
It started with me having friends and family that do Zydeco, do blues, trail ride, and just wanted to help out and recognize and honor those people that have such a big impact in those three organizations. It is a lot of talented artists in blues, Zydeco, a lot of legends in the trail ride scene. Even, we have Cupid on here today. Cupid is one of
Yes.
somebody that we just have a lot of love and respect for, the Legacy organization, who I tell my team all the time, we're gonna honor him as much as we can if we have to just create awards for him, because he has done so much, and so we definitely do appreciate him so much.
I'm telling you, he's one of the best, Tamisha. I truly agree with what you said. Mr. Cupid, how did all of this start, my friend? How did this get started?
Well, I'm born and raised in Lafayette, Louisiana. So I'm kind of in between the Zydeco culture, the blues, Southern soul, swing out, and so many other genres. So it's a blessing to be able to be recognized. You know, I'm very humble and chill. So I don't do good with awards. Every time I get one, I'm like clamming up. But for what Tamisha does, again, she recognizes a genre of music that's untapped. And I think that people, you know, big city folk, you say Zydeco, they're like, oh, what's that? Well, there's a whole culture of thousands and thousands of people who rock to that. And those guys need to be recognized because they work very hard for their culture.
And I concur. He is an humble spirit. Tamisha, we both say that same thing. He's humble and quiet. Look. Until we get to the shuffle, then he gets busy.
Until we get to the microphone, then it's a wrap. Yeah, when you get on stage,
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Hey guys, are we ready for the video? Let's look at it. Let's look at him in action.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Who knows what I'm doing on this stage?
We're gonna do that okay. So we're gonna look at the Cupid shuffle in a few minutes. Let's just start with Cupid. As far as what's next for you, my friend? What's next?
Well, during the pandemic, you know, I've been doing a lot of writing for a lot of blues artists. I have a new line dance that I put out 2 days ago.
Not a line. I gotta practice that line dance, Tamisha. He got a new line dance out.
Yeah, it's called the Flex.
It's called the Flex.
EP coming out.
Yeah, you gonna have us in ER playing all this stuff.
Either that or in a rehab center.
A rehab center.
Shoulders, you know.
Gotta get the shoulders, huh?
Yeah, man. I got a new EP. It's called Phase 4. It's coming out in October. Yeah. So I'm just excited to create new music and I miss being on the road.
I know
so much.
That's how this COVID is done. Tamisha, let's jump right in. Southern Soul, a lot of people ask about that type of music. You have helped that music out so much. What is that music and how can it move forward?
Okay, I'm sorry, Cam. Can you ask me again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Southern Soul. Speaking of Southern Soul, the type of music, Southern Soul.
I particularly think Southern Soul is kind of like R&B, kind of soulful. Like blues and Southern Soul is totally different. When you say Southern Soul, I kind of think of let me see, maybe like a TK Soul or something like that.
Yeah.
When you say blues, I think of a Bobby Blue Bland.
Yes.
Like that. Southern Soul is kind of like soulful. Because even Cupid, some Southern Soul. So it's just like a kind of like R&B-ish soulful thing to me.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
That can do both the blues and the Southern Soul. But yeah, it's kind of like the R&B-ish soulful sound to me.
Sounds good. Cupid, what do you think about Southern Soul? How can it move forward as a genre? Because I noticed that it's a $1 billion industry and it's African-American owned. And we're not doing anything as much with it, you know?
Well, to be honest, man, I was signed to Atlantic Records in 2007.
Okay.
So I know what it is from a big standpoint,
right?
From a smaller standpoint. And honestly, my honest opinion is that Southern Soul is at an all-time high. But I don't think that it should be industrialized by no means, because the minute the industry gets it, it becomes tainted. It reminds me kind of how when screw music from Houston came out, and before it got big, like we was all jamming the DJ Screw. I'm even on a song with DJ Screw.
Yeah.
And then when the industry got it, it's like it came and it went. So I'm not a big believer in. I think big is how you see it,
Yeah.
These Southern Soul artists making more money than most of the big artists. I promise you.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it's they getting way more money, and I
Really?
feel that if the industry grabs a hold of it,
Uh-huh.
then it'll taint it. So I think it's at its highest peak, and I just think that people just need to come down and see what it is.
Absolutely.
Man, the Cupid Shuffle changed my life, man. In Louisiana, I was like, I just want to try to make a line dance song. I didn't think anything of it because I was making Southern Soul and Blues songs.
Right.
And I mean, I made it in August of '06. In January of 2007, I got a phone call from Atlantic, Def Jam, Universal, everybody. I'm like, y'all want this? So I had no idea it was going to be what it is, but I tell you, it is a blessing. And,
Right.
Even today, like, just the other day I saw on Good Morning America, there was like these trash guys who do the trash, and they were like dancing to the
They
song
were saying, yes, I
while
saw that
picking up
this
trash.
morning.
Yeah, man. So it's an anthem. Probably possibly the biggest dance song of all time. So it's just
It
a
is.
blessing to be able to have that as the foundation of my career, man.
So Tamisha, I was saying the same thing. I just saw it just the other day that it was on, that the guys from the trash, the guys that were doing trash, they were behind it.
Yeah.
They were dancing through the.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and the security, I guess the guy had a house. He had a security, and they saw it on the security monitor that they were out there
Yeah.
dancing. That was so fun.
It's crazy.
Let's talk to people real quick about the business of music. There is a music business, but 90% of it is business. And a lot of people don't know that part. They lose out. They lose their money. A lot of times these artists do. Let's talk about that. Cupid as well as Tamisha. Let's just jump right in. Cupid, we'll start with you. And then Tamisha, you tell the other side of that.
For myself, you learn being signed to a major label, where the pennies and the nickels go. And that's very important. A lot of artists, they want to just perform and they love that rush. But every single time your song plays on a TV show, on the radio, you should be getting money. And if it's not situated that way, then somebody else is collecting it.
Yeah.
I try to tell a lot of young artists, like, talk to me. I'll teach you how to do it.
Right.
A lot of them don't want to do it, but fortunately, I haven't punched the clock since 2005
Wow.
from doing music. So there is a business, and if you execute it properly, man, you can do what you love for the rest of your life.
I love that. Tamisha, let's jump right in on the other side of that as far as the business side of it too. Let's talk about it.
Cam, I'm learning the business side. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
Like Cupid said, you have to make sure you have your business straight. Make
Yes.
sure that everything is straight, because you're the talent, and somebody else. If you don't have your business straight, somebody on the back end is collecting the benefits from your work. So I've learned that I have a lot of friends in music,
Right.
and they share those things with me. I had an interview not too long ago, and sometimes Cupid is one of my go-to people for information for as business, and he said something earlier about the mainstream picking up blues or picking up Zydeco, that the value of it would go down, like it would probably pretty much disappear. And he's definitely correct on that. Me and my team went out to Atlanta, I think 2 years ago, because my biggest thing was to try to get ZDT awards on television.
Right.
And this is when I got my first impact of, I got the wake up call. Basically, Cam, if a big industry picks this up, what we're doing, it'll pretty much be watered down. So like you have the Sir Charles Jones and the TKs and the Tuckers, those people pretty much probably the first 1 or 2 years, they'll still be relevant, and then after that, it'll kind of fade away. I'm learning in the blues market that it is a whole other side to that, of other people
Right.
that sings blues. Like I said, I learned a lot when I went to Atlanta. Southern soul and blues and the music that we do, like Cupid said, it sounds funny to other people because they haven't heard it or they don't understand it. But like I said, I walked away from a deal in Atlanta because I felt like if I took what they offered me, that I would be
Right.
selling my people out. That's what I thought
Right.
that I would, and that's what I would have done. I would have sold everybody out. I would have got a check.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have been able to sit at home.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have sold everybody out because I feel so honored to have awards like the Marvin Cease Legendary Award,
Right.
the Johnny Taylor Icon Award. We also
Mm-hmm.
even have an award, the New Cupid Entertainer of the Year Award. We have awards named after some awesome people. Big
Right.
Cynthia. And I'm sitting in the meeting, and I bring this up to the young lady, and she didn't even know who Big Cynthia was.
Right.
They knew who Johnny Taylor was. They knew who male waiters, and God knows I love and I respect BB King and his family.
Yes.
But they was more like the BB Kings and the you know, much more like the way back, like the Muddy Waters. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like this exists, but a lot of people just don't give it its proper respect. I mean,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? They don't
Yeah.
give it the proper respect.
Yeah.
And I felt like if I had a took the deal in Atlanta, Kim, I would have sold everybody out. And I definitely agree with Cupid. I think it's time for people to come down to where we're at
Right.
and see what we see. Because also on my interview, I made it known that because the ZBT Awards is a People's Choice Award show.
Right.
So I
Mm-hmm.
allow the people to nominate, the people to call the shots.
Right.
So, because I feel like as a promoter, as an artist, you have fans. And
Yes.
if you don't have fans and people don't buy tickets, then guess what? You don't make money.
Right.
So this pretty much is a People's Choice award show. But I've had to step the game up now, Cam, to where we got to go by the body of work and the number system. So that's going to that's something hard for me to do as well, because I have to, it knocks a lot of these artists out that really, really are working really hard and
Yes.
really trying. It's going to make them say, okay, I'm going to have to step my game up. I'm going to have to
Right.
step my game up now, because now we're going by numbers and stuff. And
Wow.
I always use Cupid as an example, because if you go check his numbers, his numbers are out the roof.
Right.
And when I went to this meeting, Cam, the young lady told me, she said, you have 6 artists that you sit at this table and you called out their name, which is Cupid was one of them, that meets the number of criteria. So just think about all these people in Southern Soul, and out of all these,
Yeah.
so what that tell you?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we sure appreciate you. I wanted to tell you that, you and Cupid. Cupid, what would you like to leave with our viewers?
Oh, y'all can hit me on Instagram. Official New Cupid. I answer my phone, I answer Instagram, and I'm calling out all your viewers to do my flex challenge, my new line dance.
He's got a new
Including
line
you,
dance,
Cam.
Flex Challenge. Yeah.
No, Cam, I need a video of you doing the dance, Cam. That's what I need.
All right.
Oh,
I'll send you a
God.
video. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You heard that, Tamisha. I'm in
Y'all
trouble
hear it.
now.
Y'all hear it. You can't go back on it.
I can't go back on it, Tamisha. I can't go back on that. Okay, where can they get it? Where can they get all the information, Cupid?
Oh man, just Google New Cupid. New Cupid Online is my website.
Okay.
New Cupid. When you put it up, everything new comes up at the top of the screen. So type in New Cupid Flex. It's gonna pop right up, and let's dance.
Okay, let's do it. Tamisha, last words, and how do people contact you and actually find out more about the ZBT Awards?
You can go. I have an Instagram and a social media. We also do have a website, bbthonors.com. My email address, my number is on there. I do answer my phone as well. It might take me a little bit to get back with you, because I have to still go to a regular 9 to 5. But yeah, so and Kim, I wanted to share this with you. I announced it on last night. It was made official yesterday, and I'm very excited about it. Y'all look forward to the ZBT Honors Hall of Fame and Museum building, because it is coming, and it is just one of the. I am just so excited about that, and we will do the first inductee class for 2021, and Cupid is one of our inductees. So look, all this worked out
Yay!
today. I don't even know if he was on the live call last night. So yes, I am really excited about that. And so I just want to tell anybody, if God places something on your heart,
Yeah.
and anything you want to do, just do it. Just give it your best, and and do it.
That sounds good. Hey, that's Cupid and Tamisha Horton. I'm telling you, thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you. And I'm going to do that flex. I got to just start working out. I might have to.
Oh, Lord.
I'm waiting.
I know.
Waiting.
Tamisha, I think I walked into something. I better.
Look, Cam, he has
Wait till
a lot of line. He has a lot
Wait
of
till
line
he
there.
see the dance, though. Wait till you see the dance. That's
I
what
might
you
not be able to do the
laugh.
flex then, y'all.
You got that. You got
I
that.
end
I
up
believe
in
in you,
ER.
bro.
I end up in
I
ER.
believe in you.
I'm gonna be right behind you.
Absolutely, absolutely. God bless you. God keep you. Love you.
you.
Take care. Hey guys,
Thank you too,
on
Captain.
next week, the first day, that Monday, we will have Lavelle Crawford. He will be in the building. Talk to you soon, 12:30 to 1:30 Central Standard Time. Bye.